All right, welcome back, everybody. So tonight I was digging around in my garden, and I got some potatoes that I got out of my garden. So these are like anything else, fresh out of the garden, and they're organic. So I'm gonna be peeling these up tonight and cooking these for my dinner. So first I gotta wash them though; they're pretty dirty. Be right back with you. Welcome back. So I went ahead and washed my potatoes. This is all I'm gonna cook for tonight. It's just for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut them in half. And like I said, these came out of my garden. They're fresh, straight out from tonight. They're organic. And the way I grew these, whenever I bought some potatoes from the grocery store, I just cut the eyes out of them, planted in my hugel bed, waited 4 or 5 months, and voila, we got potatoes. So anyway, I'm just gonna cut them in half, throw them in the pot. Now, like anything else that you grow organically, they're gonna have some bad spots like this one does. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one in half and see how deep the bad spot is, which ain't very deep at all, but I'll go ahead and cut that out. Okay, that's a little deeper than what I expected. So what I'll just go ahead and cut that whole thing out of there. Just like that. That way I know I don't have any critters crawling around in my food. That's probably what that is. Probably just a wormhole. So anyway, I also got garlic, and I'm gonna cook the whole thing up. Throw it in a pot with it. What I'll do is just taking the outer skin of it off the best I can anyway. Nothing fancy about this, just what you can get off with your hands. I think that's pretty good right there. All right, throw that in the pot. I'm gonna throw some salt and pepper up in there. Like so. And then I'm gonna put this on the stove, get it to boiling, and you just let it boil until the potatoes are tender. All right, so another step that I'm doing for dinner is I'm halving these little cherry tomatoes. And like I said, it's just all I'm doing is cutting them in half. And this is gonna be part of my dinner. I'll show y'all later what I'll be doing with these. But for now, I'm just halving them up. And I'm gonna do some more garlic. And I'm just gonna kind of dice these up a little bit. You gotta kind of crush them a little bit to get the skin off of them. You wanna make sure you get all the skin off of it. There it is. And just gonna slice these up and kind of dice them a little bit. Do my best to dice. I'm not a very good dicer. That's pretty good right there, I think. Okay, so here's the next step. This is what I'm gonna do to the potatoes and garlic. So I'm gonna get about a 1/4 stick of butter. And I've already got my pan on about low to medium heat. Throw my butter up in there. And I'm gonna throw my whole chunks of garlic in there. That butter all melted up in there really good. Okay, my garlic is pretty well sauteed pretty good, so I'm gonna throw my tomatoes in here. And I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on them. Like that. I'm gonna let the tomatoes saute up a little bit until they get soft. Home cooking. Y'all gonna really enjoy what I make after you get to see all of it. All right, my potatoes are getting pretty close to being done. I pulled one of them out so I can give it a taste test, make sure that all the seasonings are good on it and everything. Still pretty hot. May need just a little bit more salt, I think. But other than that, it's really good. So my potatoes or tomatoes and garlic are done. Now, where you're cooking your potatoes and garlic, you want to kind of keep an eye on it because your garlic and your potatoes, or your not potatoes, your garlic and your butter will burn. So you have to keep a real close eye on these vegetables, like when you're cooking these, because they're very delicate. And like I said, the tomatoes, I just cooked them just long enough so that they got soft. And we'll just set them to the side for now. Just like that. Leave the butter in there. Make sure I give the pan a good coating of butter. All right. So I'll be right back with y'all for the next step. All right, so next step. If y'all hadn't guessed yet what I'm making for dinner, I am making tilapia. Tonight is seafood night, so it's tilapia and scallops. That's what I'm having for dinner tonight. So anyway, I'm using the same skillet that I cooked my tomatoes and garlic in. Got my stove on about medium heat, and just gonna pull these suckers out of here, hopefully. Throw them in the skillet. I think I'm just going to do 2 at a time for now. So all you do is just about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. I want to stir your butter around, make sure the tilapia is not sticking to your skillet. Like I said, 3 to 5 minutes on each side. You just want to kind of get them not sure what the word I'm looking for. Just kind of a toasty cover. Go ahead and put a little salt and pepper on them. All right, so these have been on about 3 minutes or so. I'm gonna give them a flip, see what they look like on the other side. Oh yeah, I think they're cooking up nicely. Give that butter a little stir up in there. All right, I think these are about done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get them out of the skillet, get them off the heat. Ooh, these don't look good. Man, I tell you what. So, now my tomatoes and garlic, I'm just gonna kind of pour them over top a little bit. Get a few more garlics in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just do all of it. What the crap? What the heck? That look pretty good, don't it? All right. And also I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley on there. That looks pretty dang good, don't it? All right, now I'm gonna get started on the scallops. Get those on there real quick. I'm just gonna cook these the same way. Give a little salt and pepper on them. I love me some scallops. I don't know about anybody else, but I just think scallops has a really good taste to them, really good texture. Seafood just ain't seafood without scallops, right? All right, let that butter get all over them real good. I may have to put a little bit more butter here in a minute. Right now, I think we got plenty. Just like that, look at there. All right, I'll get right back with y'all after I get these done. Okay, it looks like it's about time to turn my scallops. And what I'm looking for is whenever they turn a kind of a flakyish color, or not color, but kind of flaky on the bottom. That means they're ready to flip over. And whenever, you know, after you turn them the next time, they're pretty soft right now. So the next time when you flip them, it should have to be real firm, have a firm texture to them. That'll kind of let you know when they're cooked all the way through. And another thing, when you're cooking these, you don't want them like submerged in all of your butter and stuff like that. You kind of want them kind of out of the butter a little bit, but still have the butter flavored. Because you don't want to boil them in the butter, but you want to get them kind of like pan-seared. So it took about 5 minutes a while ago. I'll let them cook another 5 or 7 minutes or something like that, and then I'll check them. All right, it looks like my scallops are pretty much done. They all look really good. They're kind of firm, pretty much. So I'm gonna get these off the heat, get them on the plate. Or attempt to anyway. And I'm gonna pour this extra little butter over top of it. I know you can't see this, but I'm just pouring that extra little butter that was in the skillet over top of my scallops. And they are done. So I want to get this over to the table, and I'll get right back with y'all with the taste test. All right, welcome back everybody. So here is the finished product. I got my tilapia with garlic and garden fresh organic tomatoes. I got my scallops that was cooked in the butter and the garlic sauce, or the garlic juices, I should say. And I got my fresh out of the garden organic potatoes that was cooked in with these organic garlic that I got from Walmart. And I also got raw okra that's fresh out of the garden, and that's organic also. So anyway, it's been a while since I had raw okra. I want to get some more of those for my dad. He don't like them, so I want to throw that out there for him. So anyway, let me kind of get started here. I'm gonna get my potato fixed up real quick. Get it cut up a little bit. And we're gonna get some butter on there. Okay. I like a lot of butter on. Butter makes it better. All right, there's that. I'll get a little salt and pepper on it. There we go. All right, I think the first thing I want to try is the tilapia. Man, I just tell you what, this right here is a meal fit for a king. It just looks so good. Tell you what, I'm gonna get a little bit of the fish, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of potato, or tomato, not potato. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is so good. If y'all have never had tilapia fish before, try you some. It's very easy to make. 3 to 5 minutes on each side with a little bit of garlic and tomatoes fresh out of the garden. Oh, man, make it want to slap your mama. Big time. And then, all right, we're gonna try a little bit of scallops here. Like I said, this was cooked in the butter and garlic sauce that the tilapia was cooked in. So it's gonna have a really good flavor. Man, I love me some scallops. Man, those things are so good. And of course I gotta try my homegrown potatoes, fresh out of the garden. Let's give this a try. Man, you cannot beat garden fresh vegetables. y'all really need to start growing your own vegetables. So last thing I got is my raw okra. Oh, after I forgot one thing. After my okra, I got my big old garlic bowl that I made with my potatoes. So here's Dad with the raw okra. So anyway, your garlic bulb, you just take it out. Of course, it's still in the skin and everything, so you have to get a little bit of the skin off, like that. So I'm gonna get a little bit of garlic and a little bit of potato. Delicious. Tell you what, I know eating garlic and everything, it gives you garlic breath. And a lot of people don't want to be around you when you have garlic breath. But you know what? I'm eating like a king here. I don't care if my breath smells like garlic or not. So y'all keep on making your home cooked meals. Quit going out to eat, spending all your money. Oh yeah, a reminder. There's a trick that if you have garlic breath and the people that you're around, if you don't want them to smell your garlic breath, have them eat garlic also. That way they won't smell your garlic breath, or they can't smell it that way, because they have the garlic breath themselves, so they don't know that you have it. they think they're the ones that have bad breath. Oh yeah, one more thing. I always taste test my food as I cook it, and the reason for that is a good chef always taste tests their food to make sure it's seasoned right. All right, bye y'all.